So students, welcome to TEJAS series, and those were the questions from coordinate geometry for you today. So let's solve the first one. For the time being, see, the statement is given ABCD is a rectangle and a circle. There is a circle that touches its two sides AB and AD at S and T respectively and pass through the vertex C of the rectangle if length of perpendicular drawn from point C to the chord ST is 5 units, then area of that rectangle is, okay. So see, my suggestion for this question is, let's start with a figure. So to keep it as something simple, I will consider two sides of the rectangle to be the coordinate axis, the x-axis and the y-axis. Okay, I believe you won't mind if it doesn't look like a rectangle, okay, but still let's consider it to be rectangle, bachcho. So this a vertex, so this is origin as vertex A. I am considering vertex B to be B comma 0 and D to be 0 comma D. Hence this vertex C will be what, bachcho? B comma D. Now let's draw a figure which says, according to the statement is there's a circle that passes through the vertex C and it touches the sides AB and AD at S and T. So something like this should be the circle. Okay, so let's say that's the circle here. Okay, so it touches it this side somewhere here, let's say somewhere here. So then let's say this is S, this is T. Okay, now see, there are so many things which we'll be using, and particularly see, when you come across a question of circle, be sure that you need to remember all the theorems which you would have done in your 9th and 10th class. Okay, so those basic terms are really very important for this chapter circle here. Okay, so now let's start. So first statement is the tangents. So AS and AT are the tangents, they should be of equal length. That's the first one. The tangent drawn from an external point to the circle are of equal length. Now if a perpendicular is drawn to the like tangent at its point of contact, it will always pass through the center. So that's the center. So this is 90, this is 90, and since this is also 90, this has to be 90, and so that means all the angles are 90, so it has to be a rectangle. But since adjacent sides are of equal length, so it's a square. So if I consider the radius to be r, so all these are r only. I think it's okay. So that means I can write in terms of radius r, I can write this the coordinates of point S to be r comma 0, and this coordinates of T could to be 0 comma r. Okay, now the statement is, if you draw the chord ST and perpendicular is drawn to the chord, the length of this perpendicular, I am calling this point to be M, is 5 units. That's the equation, and we have to find the area of this rectangle ABCD, and remember that area of rectangle ABCD is nothing but D into D. So what we have to keep in our mind is that ultimately finally we have to evaluate the value of B into D, this length into that length. Fine. Okay, now see, let's use the information. The first one, that C lie on this circle whose center, this center is r comma r. So if C lie on the circle, then its distance from the center has to be radius. Okay, so that's one information I will suggest you all to use. So it's B minus r whole square plus D minus r whole square is equal to r square. Now let's simplify it. So we will get B square plus D square minus 2r common, B plus D plus r square equal to 0. So that's one relation for me. Okay, now the second one is, can we write the equation of line segment or the line joining S and T? Of course, yes. One more thing, this is x-axis intercept of the line, this is y-axis intercept of the line, they are same, so we can write it directly as, so and equation of line joining ST is x by r plus y by r using intercept form of equation of line. So that is x plus y minus r equal to 0. Now what are we given? We are given that its distance Okay, we are given that its distance cm is 5 units. So what is it? Perpendicular distance of this line from the vertex C. Okay, so this imply vertex C is B comma D. So mod of B plus D minus R by root 2 is equal to 5. So from here I can say that B plus D minus R is 5 root 2, and so this implies B plus D is 5 root 2 plus R. Okay, now of course many of you can claim that there is a mod, but then see, R is, according to this statement, according to the figure, R is definitely less than B, it is definitely less than D, hence B plus D is definitely greater than R. So there is no need of carrying this mod and putting plus minus sign here. I think I am clear to everyone. Okay, so now you have two relations, bacho. Now come to this one again once more. So here I can write B square plus D square. Now how much is it? If I replace B plus D by this value and take everything to the RHS, so 2R into 5 root 2 plus R minus R square. So doesn't that means that B square plus D square is what? How much is it? It's 10 root 2R plus R square, isn't that? Now this is one value, this is one value. Now all of us know what to do. We need B into D, we have B plus D. The sum of B and D, we have the sum of their squares. So what next? So what next we'll be using the identity B plus D whole square is equal to B square plus D square plus 2BD. Let's do it. So B plus D is nothing but 5 root 2 plus R. So 5 root 2 plus R whole square is equal to, this is 10 root 2R plus R square plus 2BD. Now we will get from here, we should get, so squaring it, so opening this square, we get 50 plus R square, and see, Ishwar Dayalu hai, and we got it. That's what I say. So everything automatically fell online and we got it. Okay, so this terms get cancelled. So B into D is nothing but 25. Hence the area of rectangle is 25 units. So that's the answer here. Okay, so that was quite an interesting question here, bachcho.